The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory, and I have 3 words. Oh my God. Or now you know. What a game, folks. This was crazy. Catilin Clark recorded the first triple-double in a season opener in WNBA history. But are you surprised? Because I'm not. I have to say, there was a couple days when I was thinking, you know what, this guy might be a little difficult with like how scrappy they could be. But then I woke up today and for some reason I had like 0 hesitation and full confidence in the Indiana Fever. Venom and I went live. We were talking about it before the game and I was just like, nope, not worried at all. And not only that, but we have to give Dewanna Bonner her flowers because in this game, she moved into 3rd in the league's highest scorer in her first game with the Indiana Fever. She got a big ovation, a lot of support from everyone in Gainesbridge, and she's so deserving of it.
She has tied Tina Thompson for 3rd on the all-time scoring list. Catilin Clark begging the crowd to get into it. Bonner celebrating.
And this was a blowout, folks. 93-58. Catilin Clark's stat line. Let me just read it to you. She came away with 20 points, 4 blocks. That's a career high for her. 2 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Like, who are you, Catilin Clark? And Aliyah Boston, she started the game. She looked like she was kicking off the dust. Let me tell you, missing bunnies, missing layups. But you know what? She actually didn't miss many. I don't know why, it just seemed like it. And she did great. She had a double-double. She came away with 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Now let's talk about Catilin Clark's triple-double for a second because Dave Portnoy actually posted a $25,000 bet that he had placed that Catilin Clark would record a triple-double in said game. So many people in the comments were saying, you are crazy, you're throwing your money away. A lot of people kind of like backed him because there is undying faith in Catilin Clark's talents. And what do you know? He is a whole $350,000 richer. He took to social media celebrating, and this is what he said.
All right, heading back to the airport. Just went to game 1, Catilin Clark show, triple-double, 20-10-10, Fever win by 40. I win $400K because I had 13-1. I told you it was Catilin's season. The Fever are the team to beat. And then obviously Angel Reese, who actually played okay and looked like she improved her game, made a mockery of her existence. She got fouled, totally common foul by Catilin Clark going for a layup, falls down and then attacks her basically and makes it just a joke out of her existence and why everybody hates Angel Reese. And shame on the WNBA upgrading this to a flagrant foul. That's a flagrant foul. It was the most common routine foul of all time. End of the story. It's a win-win-win. Fever look great. Catilin Clark looks like she's going to be the MVP of the league. Angel Reese made a fool out of herself, and we won by 100, and I won. So we're back in the good mode, back in the winning. Yesterday was tough with the Celtics, but we're back, baby, and it all starts with who? CC, 22, Catilin Clark.
So yeah, he talked about Angel Reese and he talked about the foul because that foul, I didn't see the foul as being flagrant myself. Catilin Clark, in the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not like, please don't blow this out of proportion. I was trying to do a take foul, which is, you know, when you try to like create a foul when someone has an easy layup, instead of giving them an easy 2 points, sending them to the line where they could possibly miss one, which also kind of stops the momentum of making a bucket. And Angel Reese really was not happy. She got up. She had words for Catilin Clark. She had to be held back. Aliyah Boston gets in the middle, holds Angel Reese back, and Aliyah Boston gets called for a tech. I mean, they reviewed the play, and it's really weird because I can see at first, I thought, oh, Aliyah Boston elbowed her, but then upon review of the play, I myself saw that it was not an elbow and that Angel actually like pulled her arm up, which raised her elbow. But Aliyah Boston had no idea she even got the tech until the post-game interview. So she's just strutting around, la-di-da, I got in the middle, I backed my teammate, not even realizing she'd have a fine to pay because you get fined for your technical fouls in the WNBA. But in the post-game interview, they did address the flagrant situation, and Catilin Clark was adamant that she was not doing it on purpose, and this is what she had to say. And this is also when Aliyah Boston found out that she had an actual tech.
Caitlin and Aliyah, can you kind of go through the little issue there, what happened when you got the flagrant, Aliyah, you got a technical. What kind of happened there?
If you got the tech?
I know. Wait, what?
I got the tech?
I didn't know that.
Oh, first of all.
I know.
Let's not make it anything that it's not. It was just a good play on the basketball. I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching the initial whatever happened during the play and then whatever happened after. We watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul to put them at the free throw line. I'd rather give up 2 points. I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So, yes, wasn't anything like that. And I went for the ball, and that's clear as day in the replay. You watch it. It shouldn't have been upgraded. But again, that's up to the ref's discretion. But I appreciate AB having my back. I guess I don't even know what she did. I didn't see that.
Well, girl,
have fun playing that fine.
Can I get half? Can you?
I got it. No worries.
I wonder if you could.
And Michaela Timpson, in her WNBA debut, she was in for 3 minutes. She recorded a 100% field goal attempt, coming away with 4 points. And everyone was there giving Cece love. Even LeBron James posted about her triple-double, congratulating her. Tamika Catchings was there right after the game to give her a hug. This is what Catilin Clark had to say about Dewanna Bonner's big moment of the night.
DB is somebody that, he's a Hall of Famer, like a legend, not only a good basketball player, a great person, a great leader. The strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to have been around here now for about a month just to get to learn from her and soak it in. And I'm really happy she got to do it at the free throw line and all the fans could go crazy and cheer for her because she certainly deserved that moment. And it was really awesome to see and be a part of.
And it's really interesting because I didn't think about the fact that she was at the free throw line being advantageous because it did give the crowd a whole chance to go crazy for Dewanna Bonner and she could soak it in. But there was passing, the playmaking was insane. The chemistry has developed leaps and bounds since preseason. And I'm telling you, the chemistry between Aliyah Boston and Catilin Clark is so much better than it was last year. Just imagine how much better it's going to be. Aliyah Boston hitting 3-point shots. I mean, this is this is Jonquel Jones level stuff. This is what I've been wanting to see from Aliyah Boston. This is why I love Jonquel Jones because not many bigs have that perimeter game. And if Aliyah Boston develops a perimeter game like that, ooh, watch out. It looks like Catilin Clark is doing her "you're going to be amazing because you are amazing" thing with Boston here. And Sid Colson, she's a little pickpocket and she's pretty shifty. Now, she has to work on a couple of the finishing elements, but I can see this going well for her. Lexi Hole even had 2 steals. She came away with 9 points and she was in for 22 minutes. We got to see Damiris Dantas back on the court and she is coming back from injury and she is coming back from personal issues, so she didn't exactly show out, but she did make a bucket. Bree Turner did not score. She was in for 5 minutes, but she did come away with 3 rebounds and she did a little bit of defense there. Kelsey Mitchell had a pretty good game. She came away with 15 points. She was in for 30 minutes. And you know what? I can see Kelsey Mitchell only heating up as time goes on. Just to cover the Chicago Sky stats, Angel Reese did come away with a double-double. She got 12 points and 17 rebounds. Camila Cardoso didn't really show up, but I was very, very excited about how Aliyah Boston was facing up against her because Camila Cardoso is so big, and that is one thing that I've been kind of wondering how Aliyah Boston is going to fare with all these way bigger bigs in the league. The ones I'm more concerned about, though, to be completely honest, are Jonquel Jones, Anasia Wilson, those types of bigs. Courtney Vandersloot, she had 4 points. She was in for 29 minutes. She had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. And Kia Nurse, a lot of people have been really hyped on her, but just from watching her with the Sparks last season, I've noticed that there are games where she's really hot, and I've noticed there are games where she's really not. And tonight, she was okay. She came away with 4 points in for 20 minutes, and she had 1 assist. And I have honestly just been waiting for Ariel Atkins to show up. I've never been really hyped on her. I know a lot of people wanted her to come over to the Fever. I have never really loved her that much. I like her. I think she's a good player. But she did show up tonight. She came in with 11 points, in for 22 minutes, with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals and a block. So she kind of stuffed that stat pad. She kind of stuffed that stat sheet. We won't really talk about the stat padding because it's possible that Catilin Clark might have been in for an extra few minutes to get that 1 rebound that ended in the triple-double, the first triple-double of anybody in a season opener ever. Honestly, I think it was worth it. Now, if this was a common occurring thing, absolutely not. But she already had so much going on. She had done so much in the night that this is one of those things where I just kind of look at it, and after it happened, I was so happy. Haley Van Lith, she looked pretty good tonight. She was only in for 4 minutes, and she came away with 4 gritty points. And Rachel Banham had one of those nights where she came in pretty all right. She came away with 8 minutes, and she was in for 18 points. She did have 1 assist and 2 blocks, one of them on Sid Colson, who's like 5'0". Not trying to diminish her block though. But what can I say? I was so pleasantly surprised, so pumped on this game. This game was Catilin Clark showed up from beyond the arc, deep threes. What else would you expect? Dimes galore. ABC squared connection was there. Kelsey Mitchell, mangled hand and all, still coming away with 15 points. And Sophie Cunningham wasn't even in. And I'm seeing Sophie Cunningham as quite the X factor for this team. And I'm telling you, I think she's going to be in the next game, and I cannot wait. But I will leave you with a video of Steph White talking in the locker room to the team with her takeaways from the game.
All right, y'all. Hey, good stuff. Okay, we did a lot of really good things. I thought our defense was really good, and when we had lapses, we played through possessions. All right, so we made things happen. Y'all, overall, just hell of an effort. DB, congratulations. CC triple double. AB double double. Let's see if we're near a double double now. 4 quarters under 20, holding the team under. Steph said it, we were relentless, we played through possessions, but that physicality and that relentlessness, possession after possession, wears on a team. Yeah. And then that was the entire game. They were feeling us every cut. We were talking, we were communicating, we were flying around, deflections. One more thing. KK, first WMVP!